Here we go. Welcome, everyone, to another Facebook Live. And today I'm joined by Toki Gharai, and she's one of our new speakers at next year's conference. And so, first of all, let me say welcome to Toki. It's so nice to see you and speak with you again. And Toki, what's your? I'm just curious as to what. I mean, you've told me this in person before, but just if you could briefly tell everyone your kind of background and your story as to how you came to NLP and to be running your NLP Institute.
Sure. First of all, I want to say hello to everyone, the people who are watching us now and maybe watching this video later on. And thank you so much for this opportunity for having me here. I'm so grateful for that. So my name is Toki Gharai, and I'm originally from Iran. I'm Persian, and I moved to US since 2015. So I've been involved with NLP since 2009. And for me, it's just I'm passionate to bring quality to anything. And when I moved to US and I started my journey with NLP University, I'm now one of the affiliate worldwide for Farsi speakers, the one and only. But when I started my journey, and as I went through the immigration journey, I realized that there are some, obstacles that you may need to know how to go through all of that. And I wish someone would tell me all of this sooner, because I call myself a successful immigrant as a first generation. So I think this happens to all people when you want to bring a positive change in your life, that you're in your comfort zone. So this is my passion, and this is something that I'm going to share in this conference. I think it will be in January, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if I answered the questions that you were asking, so just ask me again.
No, that's fine. So I'm curious as well, because you've like you say, you're now an affiliate of NLPU. How did that come about for you?
Yes. So when I moved here in 2009 was May, and I just realized I live in South California. So, and I just realized it's just only an hour flight to San Jose, and going to the Santa Cruz is just 2 hours from me by flight. So, and I just called and I realized just happened was the 40th anniversary of NLP that year.
Oh, wow.
So I got the opportunity to meet all the legends and learn from them. And I recommend highly everyone to join for, the experience of being around all the, people. They have something to share. So that was how I started. And then I of course, continue going there. So the next year I took the trainer and master trainer. And then, yeah, you start working with them to facilitate some students. So little by little, now I have all the courses online in Farsi. So that's a great journey to work with Robert. It's amazing. So yeah, so that was the story. When I met him, I was just 3 months in here in US. So it was very amazing, learning NLP, because I believe NLP needs to be localized because of the culture, the concept. But here, even the NLP was a shock for me as a culture, Okay, I have to adopt myself again and see what is missing so I can use it here. So that was amazing for me. And the best part was, it was an so when you go there, basically, you always, when you go to an NLP conference or NLP courses, you want to have a purpose. You want to tell yourself, I'm going to go there. This is my intention, and I'm going to get something out of this time and energy I'm going to spend and working myself, of course. So I went with a project, right, that I want to change something. And it was just, for me, it was just having fun, enjoying being there, enjoying the other people's company and learning and talking and practicing, those are small practices that different presenters were giving it to me. And just all of a sudden, after 1 year, I just realized anything that each individual presenter were telling me, And I was practicing and I was thinking, actually, it was kind of programming my mind with the right intention I had. And I accomplished everything I was telling them by the next year I was there. So I think this is a magic of being in a, in a community that different presenters are presenting something in NLP if you go with the right intention and you put your heart there. So that was my experience.
Wow, what a kind of amazing experience you've had, especially with Robert, and as you say, the other NLP kind of greats that you met when you were at NLPU. So to be involved further in that now must be a very rich experience for you.
It was indeed, yes, it was. It was all of them, like I thought, because it was the 40th anniversary. So even Robert Poselic was there. So it was everywhere, like everyone, Dr. Michael Hall, just not, I think Richard Bandler sent a video that year
Right.
that congratulate, but the other, they were all there. So it was like every night was panel and they were telling us the stories that, what happened, how they figured the techniques.
Right.
So it was amazing to learn. But at the same time, if I want to link what I experienced to the topic I'm going to share to this conference, I was an immigrant who was just 3 months, there, and I was still in shock. So I was not centered. And now when if I had that experience again, that would be awesome. I wish I could have go back with this knowledge and what I know now. But so that's the thing. I realized that sometimes you need to stay when you're going to step into a new world or new beginning. Sometimes maybe you need to hold on and hold your intention, hold your feeling, and then how can I say, empower yourself and then walk again. So it was amazing learning from Robert. To me, Robert is amazing. It's not only an NLP master. I heard some people say Robert has some legacy that he's going to left for us. So I'm not sure if like he always talk about how to be center, how to be connected to yourself, and it's like more important anything else that he's sharing. And I feel like this is the biggest message that every person can take away and just bring positive changes, like amazing different changes in their life. So I love what he's doing, not just because he's writing books or it's the way he's presenting it, and I trust the way he's doing it, and I hope that I can deliver the same to Farsi speakers especially and all the other people around the world. Yeah, it's just amazing. I'm not sure if you heard about the coach and crash state, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's the way like we are practicing it. So you want me to tell you one story about the previous conference we had with Robert and Steve Gilligan?
Yes, please do.
So I was interpreter for Farsi, and we had to come together, get ready, have the setting, everything ready for going live. And so it was like, I think they were translating it to 8 different languages. And so we have to check everything, right? So Robert was saying, okay, for checking it, I'm gonna present the coach state to go to the center, be open, aware, alert, and attentive, and be connected to the purpose you have, and then holding whatever is coming from the source of curiosity and creativity. And then you guys start translating. And someone was, of course, checking that our the voice are correct and working. And then we were going to coach state once, right? And then as everything was ready, he was saying, okay, before going to the live, let's go to the coach state. I need to go. So that was the way he's presenting, right? I'm a human too, so let's go to coach state. So again, go back to yourself and then be open, be aware from outer game, inner game, and everything again. And then we would have go live, right? And then he would say, okay, everyone, hello, let's go to coach state. And this practice teach me how you can be yourself. And I recommend that to any individual that wants to start anything, because this is helping you to just be aware. And it's life is all about, choices. And then and of course you need NLP knowledge before that. So NLP knowledge plus being present and be connected to what you want to do, you don't need anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think what I like, although your session is called Immigrant Crash to Infinite Success, I like the fact that it can be applied to kind of, any new situation that we find ourselves in, whether it's like a new job or a new community or something. The principles are the same. So can you expand a little bit more on your session? Tell us a bit more
Sure.
about
So I started from that. I said IC to IS, which is internal crash to infinite success. And we have it's a journey when you are. So for me, was my journey starts when if I want to go a little back, so my background is I'm a quality engineer. So I have experience of 12 years of working in automotive in Iran and here in US as well. And then I realized this is not something that my heart sings. So I want to go do something that, it's my life purpose, something that it's me and I want to share. So I was trying different things because, it takes time to understand what is my hobby, what is my passion. And to me, so at the beginning, I started this project to say, okay, for immigration, because immigration, they're going to different phases, such as, you may hear about this culture shock. So when you go, so the first phase of immigration is the honeymoon. So you're happy, you go somewhere. And I want to tell that before going to the phases, is not just traveling from one country to the other. It's when you're transmitting from college to university, when you're going from a small company to a corporate life, and or when you're going from one city to another city to work for work, or you're getting married and then you're going to be introduced and being seen by another family. And then if you don't, at the beginning everything is nice, they celebrate your beginning, your friends cheers you up, and this is a honeymoon phase. But after that, you get shocked because you may not be welcome, because you don't know what's going on there. You don't know the different language they're talking, the different culture, the different environment, different rules, to and then you feel, I'm not belong to this community, I'm not belong to this country, I'm not belong to this company, I'm not belong to this family. And that's the moment that you may back up. And that's the secret. So people make different choices in that moment. And unfortunately, so far what I saw, not all the people can keep going, because they may be different reasons. And now we know NLP, you go and your unconscious mind feels like you're in danger. So they came up with a plan for you. They show your mind is showing you different things. Oh, you have this, it's priority, go do this, forget about that, go back to your country, you don't need this much money, get divorced or anything. Anyway, they don't get along with the journey, and then they cannot pass it, because so the next step is you are getting to know the culture, which is, we have that in coach state, that you're holding whatever is happening, whatever is coming for you. And I told you my background, I'm Persian. So Rumi has a poet that you need to welcome anything that's coming for you, because in these days, if we have a feeling or if something comes to us, we just feel, let me do something that just be over of this feeling, this is bad, let me go meditate, I'm gonna play positive music, or I'm going to call a friend and then I'm going to go out tonight for a drink. We don't want to stay with the feeling we have, because it has a message for us. And as Milton Erickson always is saying, we always can find the solution from the middle of the heart of the issue. So this is the base, things that I want to put together and share with everyone. And it's a project that during the past 7 years, I'm here in US, I'm practicing that. And I hope that I can bring the positive change. I feel like it's my mission and duty to share. And yeah. How about you? You're living in the country you get born, right? Have you ever experienced what I'm
Yes.
saying?
I haven't, not from a changing country perspective. Obviously, I've changed jobs many times from kind of medium-sized companies to larger companies. And like you say, there is a culture shock, because the bigger the company, the less you see the bigger picture of the job that you're doing. And like you say, that can be a bit of a shock. It takes a while to get used to. And obviously, there's more people to get to know, who to go to, those different types of things.
Yeah, so now it's even, Angela, it's not that. It's even now going back, working from home to again
Mm,
working in the company again for many people, because so they have many people now have phobia of, viruses or being close to people, or what if someone is coughing or sneezing, or how they are, getting close, how they are, in different cultures, like in our culture, we are kissing people's cheek. So,
mm,
and in US culture, they shake hands, or some people hugging, and then some people are shocked and they are not comfortable. And this is the same. They are thinking that I don't want to go out and work. I'm not sure if you heard about that. We are in I don't know in London, but in England, in US, we have the crisis of not enough employee are out there to work.
right.
So, like, if you go even to Starbucks, you see the sign, be patient, we are out of staff, and people, and be grateful. Well, we are grateful for the staff that they are showing up. You go to another place, it's the same. So not too much people are willing to come and work again. Why? You think they don't
Right.
want money? No, they need money. Actually, the hourly salary is, the minimum wage is raised now too, but they don't want to come because they don't feel comfortable anymore.
Mm.
So something is preventing. So to me, this what I'm going to share, I think definitely will have a at least one little message for any individual, and I hope to bring positive changes and bring better quality in people's life. Yeah. So I don't know if our audience can ask any questions or.
I think I've got the comments that, well,
Oh,
there's no comments yet, but maybe they'll write some comments on the
okay.
replay or something. But
Okay. Okay. Yes. 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 That's amazing. I know Persian people can watch this later because I have to share it on the page because like kind of Facebook is not. They mostly use Instagram.
right,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, but so if I want to tell you more about, let me tell you more about the experience I had when I used this. I hear when people, one of the people I was working with this project, it was a Mexican guy
Mm,
that he was actually a manager here, and he really wanted to get promotion. So the company offered him to go to another city, another state. He was working in California, and go there and be a director. And I was so happy for him because he was one of my friend, and we used to work together. And I was like, okay, good luck. And then after 1 week, he called me and I said, I need to see you. And I was like, what happened to you? And I said, I need to come and see you. And then he said, I got the ticket, I packed my luggage, and I went and I sat into the airport. But my legs were shaking, I was sweating, and I went through panic attack, and they have to call to, ER. And then I missed the flight. I missed the flight and I just didn't go. And then I said, I would prefer to stay here. I'm happy to be manager. I don't want to be a director. And I just don't feel I want to go. I don't want to fly. I was like, okay, go with car. So just drive to that city. I think it was Orlando. So he has to go from California. Like we are living in Irvine to Orlando, and he said, no, I don't want. And when we went and go through, the process, I realized that it was a shock for him one time when he was moving from Mexico to come to US and live here, and he went through all that immigration process and not being welcome and working hard and suffering, and it was a lot of information in his brain for that process, right? and he has a settled life now. Everything was, quiet, and his mind and his brain and his, nervous system was telling him, you are going to be in danger again. And all the things he was sharing with me was like the very early stage that wasn't healed on his past experience. So that was one of the important things that I saw. And it's not just we think, okay, no, I'm over it. Never over if you don't work on, something that gave you a wound. You need to work on that. You need to heal that. And for me was one of the, when one of it was not just to say, okay, that person, can't go, and maybe it's not all the people's case, right? It's okay, I don't have any issue now, but what if the other area in your life that you used to be able to take it courage and do that, and then now you say, oh no, I just want to be safe. I'm aged now, I'm older, and I need to be more settled. Especially when you're over 40, people think, no, I don't want to take risk. But when you read people's successful people's life, you see that many big and amazing things happen to people after 40.
Yes,
So I just want to address to the other people that it might be good for you too. Definitely
absolutely.
we can touch something during that program. Yeah.
Great. So what were people going to learn from your session at the conference?
Perfect question. From my session, people learn to at the beginning to how to be centered in any situation and get the information you need, and they will learn regardless if they are in some of this kind of situation that I tried to explain so far or not. If anything came to them, they can know how to react, because we will have life is about all choices, and then you have choices all the time, and it's important to make the best choices, because what you want is to have infinite success. This is something that you can see all over social media, all over the streets these days, that everyone wants to sell you to be successful, and for each individual, success has a different definition. But
Mm.
the real success is to be in a state that I'm trusting myself, and I know I can always make the best decision. And regardless which way I'm choosing and I'm going, I know I'm going to be, safe, because that brings us success and peace, inner peace, right? I'm going to be safe, and if something happened, I know it's not the failure, it's a feedback, and I know how to react. So basically, what I'm going to share is a journey. It's a That's a hero journey, but it's not the Robert Does hero journey, but it's a journey that you are going through your life, and you want to know what you need to be safe, to get home and feel good internally, because this is what matters, I think, at the end of the day. Yeah,
Great, thank you.
of course.
Um,
So thank you so much. I'm not sure how much we have left.
well, I think it's going to be an amazing session, and there's going to be so many takeaways from it as well. And I'm loving your energy too, that you're bringing these stories and this process with. So, if you would like to attend the conference, then please do click on the link, or at least look at the ticker along the bottom. Will give you the full link, and for an extra 10% off the price, you can use the coupon code TOKI10. That's TOKI and 10. You'll get an extra 10% off, and we look forward to seeing you all again soon.
Thank you so much for the
Thank you very
discount.
much.
This is good. And thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm really looking forward to see everyone and share this message. And I think they can leave message later on below this video, right? So we can read and
Yes,
always respond to them. And thank you
absolutely.
so much for making time to have this event in advance. And the conference will be, for me, I think will be January 23rd, right?
Yes.
Okay, see you all next year then.
Yes. Thank you, Toki.
Thank you. It was
Bye.
fun. Thank you, everybody.